Hello my sweet friends, welcome to DIY with Nadia and welcome to the very first Centerpiece Sunday. Today we are going to be doing a very simple, very traditional centerpiece for big tables, for dining rooms, for coffee tables, using the Dollar Tree Christmas trees. And I decided to start the series off with this particular centerpiece because it was the most requested from you. Before I even thought of doing centerpieces, I had people contacting me asking to do this type of centerpiece. Before we get started on the centerpiece itself, I wanted to show you something. So Ferris Land very kindly sent me some gifts, and they also send you some gifts. I'm going to be doing 2 giveaways, and they are these absolutely gorgeous little centerpieces, and they are perfect to put anywhere, really, in any room in your home. And I'm telling you guys, these are full. They come jam-packed with berries, pine cones, few ornaments, greenery. The greenery they're using, absolutely gorgeous. This is going to be giveaway number 1. Giveaway number 2 is this one. And it is so stunning, very cute, and once again, extremely full right here. Stay tuned to the end of the video to find out how you can enter to win these 2 giveaways. But before we get started, I wanted to show you a Christmas tree that Ferris Land has gifted me. Oh my goodness, this thing is the fluffiest, the prettiest little Christmas tree. It comes with everything you see here. I did not have to add anything on there. It is absolutely gorgeous. You guys are going to be getting this, and this is right in time for Christmas. This is very, very beautiful. So I did want to say thank you so much to Ferris Land. To get started, this is what we're going to need. 2 Dollar Tree Christmas trees, some berries. This is all from the Dollar Tree. Then one of my favorite things this season are these pine picks. They come 6 in the pack, and that's exactly what you're going to need. Then maybe some pine cones, and then floral wire, of course, and then your regular wire cutters and some scissors. That's it. And of course, let's not forget the ribbon. The ribbon I'm going to be using, I got at Joy & Fabric on an insane discount. When I mean insane, this roll was $3.99 and I got it for 59 cents. It is a beautiful, beautiful ribbon, and this ribbon has little pine cones, little greenery in it, red berries, so it would be perfect for what we're doing. I'm going to get rid of this part right here, and that's just to stand the tree up. We don't need this part either. And the first thing I'm going to do is open up my Christmas tree and pull everything to one side. Kind of when we do a swag, exactly the same way. Just pull it to one side. And then pull things up to open it up a little bit and fanning them out. I would love to invite you to follow me on Instagram if you're interested in some behind the scenes, some daily life, and of course a little bit of mischievous little fur babies. The link to all my social media platforms is in the description box below. Now that we have our Christmas trees all fluffed up, we have to decide how big our bow is going to be. Meaning, if we want a small little bow, then we need to bring the Christmas tree in a little bit more. But if we want our bow to be a little bit bigger, we just spread them out before we attach them. I'm basically overlapping the metal parts is what I'm doing, and going in just a little bit. And for this part, I'm not going to be using Dollar Tree wire. For this one, I'm going to be using, this one's $2.99 for 100 pieces. Not a bad price at all. I got this at Hobby Lobby. And this is a 20 gauge wire, because you want a sturdy wire for this. First, I'm going to go underneath and then give it a few twists. And then I'm going to just weave it up. Then I'm going to catch it on one of the branches and then weave it down. And I'm going to catch it on another branch, closest ones to the actual part right here. So after I caught it on, there you go. And I know that it's secure now. Now that our base is ready, I'm going to set it aside just for a minute, and we're going to do our pine cones. I'm going to do 6 pine cones, so pick either 3 similar ones or maybe a bigger one and 2 smaller ones. There's 2 ways to attach the pine cone to your centerpiece. Number 1, you can simply hot glue them. Number 2, you can wire them on, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a sec. The reason that's good is some of you don't have the storage space for 3 trillion centerpieces, and maybe you want to convert this to a winter one a little later. We can definitely do that. Let me know if you want to see that. But if you want to do that, then you don't want something permanent hot glued to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get I don't know, maybe 10-12 inches of a wire, and I'm just using a simple Dollar Tree wire, and I'm going to just put it in between like the last 2 rows of our pine cone, and then just twist it. There you go. And now you have a pine cone you can attach to the greenery. Now it's time to bring our centerpiece together. The first thing I'm going to attach are the berries because it's the bulkiest of the bunch. And I always like to start with biggest and kind of work my way to the smallest. The 5 branches is just too much for this. So I'm going to get rid of a few here. Grabbing my berries, I'm kind of making a little 3-fold here in the middle. I'm going to have the biggest of the bunch. And I'm just going to kind of twist the branches as a way to hold our berries here. Same thing on the other side. Next, I'm going to use our picks right here, and we're going to put 1 on top, and this is going to give it a little bit of weight right here where you have this little single one. So you want to put it right in the middle on top to kind of help that one not be so lonely. 1 on top here. And I love mixing the plasticky greenery with the regular greenery. Some Christmas trees are like that, and that's because it kind of gives this, I don't know, this just beautiful soft element when you mix the two. Maybe from, you know, close up you're like, oh, I don't know, but when you're looking at it all together, it looks beautiful. It really does. And then as you can see, I'm putting the other 2 on both sides right here. Now all of this should get reinforced with some floral wire. Right now I'm just kind of setting everything in place, and if you're going to sell it, definitely reinforce it with lots of wire and use the heavier one like the 20 gauge. And next we have our pine cones. I'm just looking at them and seeing which ones are the biggest, and those I'm going to put on top. And then when I decide where I want my little pine cone to go, I'm just going to twist the wires in place. Okay, the next one I'm going to put in between the berries, and you can actually just lay them out and see where you want them to be before you actually attach them, and then attach them to the closest greenery. When making centerpieces like this, it's important to have balance because you have 2 sides. I'm not talking about being symmetrical to the point where you have everything in the same exact place, but you need to have balance so it looks right. So if I have a pine cone on this side of my centerpiece, I'm going to have it on the other side. We still are going to straighten things out and play around with it, but so far this is what we have, and I think it's turning out so pretty. The bow is going to bring everything together, I promise. This is where I'm going to see how big I want my tails to be, and that is good. So I'm going to measure just so I know, even it out at 8 inches here, and now I can start making my loops. So in this instant, my loops are going to be 5 inches, meaning 10 inches all the way around, but I'm going to eye it. And I'm going to make a 4-loop bow. And then I'm going to bring it together. I'm going to fold it in half and then fold it out. Grab some floral wire here. And then cut the other tail. I'm going to leave the wire right here at about 4 inches. And then I'm going to make another bow. The second bow we're going to make exactly the same. So let me first measure to make sure I have my 5 inches here. And then make my 4 loops. And there you go. And this was 3 yards. And then this one also, I'm going to bring it together with the wire, nice and tight. So why did I make 2 of these little bows? That's because I wanted 4 little tails. I wanted 2 tails coming off this way and 2 tails coming off the other side. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to bring it all together. And now I'm just grabbing the longer of the 2 sets of wires and putting them around both of the bows and tying it in the back. Now I'm going to even all my little tails out and I'm going to ducktail them. And as you can see, my supervisor is here. He was wondering why I was making the double bows too, apparently, and wanted to make sure that our centerpiece came out beautifully. After I fluffed my bow out, I'm going to take the wires that I have left behind here and then wrap them around my centerpiece right here. And now I'm just fluffing everything out, making sure it's how I want things to be on the wreath itself, bringing some of the greenery from the Christmas tree up a little bit, rearranging my pine cones if I want to, and we have a finished centerpiece. It's very clean, very beautiful. It has all the colors of Christmas. It has pine cones, and I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. And before I go, I wanted to say thank you to all of you who have been supporting me every Wednesday for Wreath Wednesday, and now on this new adventure for Centerpiece Sunday. I wanted to say a warm thank you to all. And for the giveaway, Leo, did you want to leave? I think he wants to leave. For the giveaway, the first one is going to be this one, and the second one, or the second winner, will get this one. And all you have to do is just put the word centerpiece somewhere in your comment, in the comment section below, and that's it. You will be entered to win, and I'll do the drawing in a week. I think that's plenty of time, and I want to send these out to you as soon as possible so you can use them in your holiday decor. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye bye, my friends. Mwah.